Motorcycle Live 2019. I'm sat here with two of the TT stars, of course, 23 times TT winner John McGuinness and the old boy in the paddock, Mr. Michael Rutter. Did you like that 23 times?
Did you hear that, Michael? 23 times.
Now, both of you guys are just back from Macau. You've had kind of a different time out there, but first of all, John, a different bike for you, obviously riding the new V4 Ducati. Is that something we're going to be looking forward to for another year?
I can't really say too much at the minute. I'm still under a contract with Norton and Stuart Garner, so I've got to be, I've got to just get round the table with Stuart and see if we're going to go forward with it or not. But going back to the V4 Ducati, yeah, I thought it was sensational bike. I really, really enjoyed it, and didn't really know what to expect. I was a bit nervous. There were big shoes to fill with it being the championship winning bike, so it would have been nice to do a little test somewhere on it. But the first time I rode it was straight out of pit lane at Macau. But I just gelled with the bike straight away. Cracking team, great atmosphere in the team. You know, the bike was just awesome apart from the race. It let me down in the race.
We've seen, obviously, Ducatis, the classic TT for the last few years. What about running that bike down Bray Hill?
Yeah, it's funny, every single bike I ever ride, and I rode the Bill-based bike at Darley Moor, and always in the back of my head I always think, what would it be like around the Isle of Man? And there's a lot of question marks over Ducatis and what they're going to be like or what they could be like, and I can only go back to what I did on it in 2003. I did second and third on the bike, and I'd be confident. I would be confident to go down Bray Hill tomorrow if on that Ducati, that's for sure. I think maybe the V4 maybe suits it a little bit better as well, a little bit higher revving, and the twins maybe a little bit more unreliable to the fours. But I don't know. They look right. You know, it's got wings on it and all. I don't know whether the wings are good or bad for the TT, but I'd be confident to ride, and I've got to get around the table and work the job out. But it definitely my fire was still burning when I got to Macau. I was at the sharp end. I was stood on the grid for the race. I was like, I'm at the front. I could actually see the turn one instead of loads of bikes. So it was great to be back at the sharp end.
I can sense a little sparkle in your eye talking about this Ducati. I think there's things to come. Michael, now of course, you just said you just come back from Macau, another win, obviously extending your record. You're getting pretty good at winning these one-lap races.
Yeah, I'm trying to get next year one-lap races for everything. Yeah, like John said, it's nice to be back up there again. Especially with me, I haven't done a lot this season as well, and see John up there as well. It was good to see, and it's what we do next year. Like, we're both the same age as well, and you need to be on something competitive, and hopefully it does work out for him. And
you've been developing and pushing with the RCV. I mean, it's a beautiful bike anyway, but you've got the first win with it, of course. You're on the pace anyway during practice and stuff. Are you going to be using that again for the TT 2020?
Well, we need to speak about it. The thing, every time we wheel it out of the garage, it costs a lot of money. So if we can, because the crowd seems to like it. I think bikes have caught up with it now, and if you're on a good BMW or whatever like that, there's but it's just something different which we like to run, and it does it gives us a lot of coverage, and hopefully we can get it out again, because it is beautiful to ride and it sounds the part.
John, you're a seasoned TT man, of course, been going for many years now. One of my dislikes when I rode the TT, of course, being a newcomer, but it was really hard walking up to the main road and throwing your leg over a bike. It's all going to change for 2020. You guys are going to get a lap around before any of your major races. Is that a big plus for you?
Yeah, I've had a little bit of a think about it, and in some ways probably not. The experienced guys would probably be better off just jumping on the bike and going, but I think for a lot of reasons it's good. It's always nice to just get a feeling for the bike. The bikes are so fast now. They're really, really hard to set up and get right at these super bikes, but it needed to do something. It was a bit of a mess this year, one thing or another, with the weather and everything. So, but again, it's probably not the greatest for me in this old codger, because for a 6-lap race straight after 1 lap, 7 laps, and it's a long, tough, hard race. Even 6 laps on a hot day, wrestling them big bikes round is hard. So it's a bit of a balance. I suppose you don't have to do it. If you're ready to go, you're ready to go. It's good to just get us out on the track.
Finally, Michael, you're not a spring chicken. You're older than me even, but you're still winning races. How much longer is it going to go on for?
I've been lucky this year, obviously, with the Macau job. It fell into my hands, that one. But I still enjoy it. I still want to come back. I know I'm getting slower. I just need to get quicker bikes.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.